Went ahead and knocked off all the heavy stuff on this door. Shot it again with my guide coat. I'm going to knock off the heavy stuff on this door just using 220. Then I'll shoot it with guide coat as I'm blocking that door. Show you where I'm at here. Went ahead and blocked off that back door. Went ahead and, after I blocked the front door, respread a few little low spots. So the door didn't actually get any real filler. It just only got that spot putty, glazing putty. So now I figured I'm going to go ahead and just keep moving low while I got the car jacked up and knock out that rear quarter. Down here was kind of a pain just because I had to lay on a creeper and do that stuff, but it's like 99% good. I'm going to come back and scuff lower. But while I got this jacked up and it's right in my face, I might as well keep on working it. Got a bunch of these little spider cracks in here, and what that means is this paint, anywhere it's got that spider crack, needs to come way on down so that that stuff is gone. Got to get it at least past it. A few little rusty spots from where they were chipped or something. I can't tell yet if that's Bondo behind there or not. That's probably going to need a little spot putty, like they caught the mailbox or something with this big long boat. Not much rust around here. Looks pretty good. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch to a rougher paper and get those funky spots out of there. So I moved to the passenger side real quick to pop this panel off, get the lock mechanism out and stuff so I could sand this door. And I wanted to show you this. I have never in my life seen plastic on the inside of an old Mopar door panel. I'm assuming this is factory. It looks nicely glued. Maybe somebody added it, I don't know, but it would be amazing if it was some kind of factory plastic from 1965. I hate to even, I'm only going to pull off the pieces that I have to, but this is like some kind of paper tape or something. It's not even, it's not rubber, it's not duct tape of any kind. Passenger side door, same thing as the other side. It's got a bunch of spider cracks and crap, so I went ahead with a new piece of 80 and I'm going to get after it. So. Y'all probably would believe me if I told you the same person who put the Bondo on this bottom door also did this, or bottom fender also did this door. So as I went to sand, it started just flaking off to everywhere, so I took that down to bare metal and gave it a whole new smear. Looks pretty good. I'll come back by and sand most of that off now, but there was kind of a little dent through here, and that was high, so I actually tapped it some with my hammer. Just ran some masking tape down the bottom so that I wouldn't have some Bondo hanging over. This is actually Summit brand filler. It's pretty good. But yeah, I'll go back to work. Arkansas rain coming down. I had to literally blow these panels dry, wipe them, just to be able to sand on this stuff today. I got both these doors blocked very quickly with my DA so I could spray that on. I had to wipe this one. It kind of had some strange waves to it, and I wasn't able to sand all the way down to bare metal without the wave still being there. So what I did was wipe that entire door with my spot putty, my 2-part, and let it dry a couple days. Now I just knocked off the heavy stuff. I've sprayed it. I'm going to block it with my DuraBlock until most of that stuff's gone. So don't let that scare you or fool you. Most of that's leaving, and I went ahead, hit my little spots over here, and I'm going to block that too, so it'll be fun and exciting. Y'all hang out. Went ahead and paused with my DuraBlock to show you this ancient body working secret here of using a paint stick, or paint paddle if you would call it, to do your blocking with. This is a piece of 320, and I'm going to knock out the rest of these black spots on here. So. blocked out pretty nicely. This door has some problems. So the more I sand on it, which I know here I stripped down the bare metal, you can see it shining through there, and re-wiped it because of the old funky Bondo job they did. As I keep sanding this way, I still have cracks popping up through here, so that all has to go still, which means stripping out most of that old Bondo. You can see some metal there, so that must have been a high spot. But the paint, see these little blisters, I can't just prime over that or it's going to blister right back through later. So you can see on this side I kind of started, see I need to get that sanded out, but sanded here, kept working my way down, and I can feel with my fingers that like brown coat of primer. So I think if I had to count from original, it'd probably be that red, or the darker brown, then green, then red, and that's original red paint right there. I'm not scared to paint over that, or prime, etc. But beyond that, it looks like they went with this other dark brown, and then that color red, which covers up some of this Bondo stuff here. So this door is probably going to have to be stripped all the way down and re-wiped, so I'll bring you back after that's done. So here's that door. I went ahead and wiped her all the way down, knocked it off with a DA, blocked it. I've got myself a longer paint paddle now with a brand new piece of 180. I want to run over this one more time just to be sure it's good and slick, no dark spots. I think that hard work finally pays off here. I got little tiny just black dots in there, but I really think this door is ready to prime. It looks nice, and that was after I blocked it and blocked it and blocked it and blocked it. So you see most of my glazing putty came off. Same thing with the back door. Most of that came off. You can just see kind of a shadow through it. I would rather have more two-part glazing putty than I would have 10 layers of primer, because eventually the primer will shrink up. So I'm going to do 2 kind of medium coats of primer on these doors and on that quarter. Here before long, I got the quarter knocked down, all the funky cracks out of it and stuff. So I've got it sprayed. I'm going to block it. Then I may go ahead and wipe it just like I did these 2, so I can try to fix up some of that old Bondo and stuff that's way back there. This whole side of the car must have been sideswiped at some point. It's taken a lot of repairs that just really weren't planned. You know, the car looked great with the old red paint on it, but when you got up closer and started looking, those cracks just wouldn't go away, and they had to be sanded and sanded and sanded. However, as far as I can tell, this, and basically from here all the way up and over to the other side, looked like original paint, except for that little bit of spray paint that they put on top. So I remembered the hood and tops of the fenders sanded very easily. So I will just go ahead and say my prayers that the trunk lid, these sections, and the top will be the same, because I've spent probably 4 times as long as I thought I would on this entire side here. The other side didn't have that much filler. Kind of see my chips that are fixed along. But like example, original primer, different primer, and then that red. I believe these 2 doors minimally were factory paint. The quarter, got into this stuff. That's that's filler that someone's added. So I know it looks funky on camera, but it feels smooth as a baby's butt. So I'm kind of to a point now where I think I can go ahead and prime both sides. I'll just do from trim down, but that'll be basically another third of the car done if I get both those done. I'm going to shoot back over this fender that I blocked, and the rocker panel. You can see these little pitties of rust here. I went ahead and took that all the way down to bare metal, all the way down, so I can get my rust treatment on that before it gets primed. That'll keep that stuff from ever coming back, kind of kill it where it is. And it's not actually raised any at all. So yeah, I'll shoot it first, my rust treatment. I'll probably go around, it's going to take me 30 minutes or more to mask all these jams off just to keep the white, that buff colored primer out of them. So I'll jump on that, and then I can blow the car off, pull my plastic back down, and tape it to here so I don't get any primer and stuff up on the windows and trims, all that jazz. So hopefully when y'all come back, I'll be shooting a little primer. She is prime time. You look down that side, that sucker is nice and straight. I'm very pleased so far. Let's check the other side. I got 2 medium coats. I didn't lay it on very heavy. Got a little bit of stuff to do back here still, but it was a good stopping point for me. I'm gonna pull that bumper, do the back, trunk lid, top, other stuff next week. But that's a solid week's work there for sure. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch you next time.